Welcome back in another video. In this video, I'm answering one of your questions, a question that I get a lot. And the question is something along the line of, why aren't I manifesting what I want? I am doing all the right things, I am applying all the techniques, and I'm still not getting the big breakthrough. I'm still not getting what I want. I'm getting little things, big things here and there, but it's not working for me. What am I doing wrong? What should I do? And this is a question that I used to have, so I relate to that so much because I also used to watch all the videos, read all the books, take the courses, spend a lot of money trying to figure out this whole law of assumption, attraction, manifesting, creation, attracting thing. And it seemed that everybody around was just creating amazing stuff, and for whatever reason, for me, it just wasn't working until I learned one thing, until I actually understood one concept that significantly changed everything for me. And that is the concept that I want to share with you so that I can clearly answer that question. But I'm going to show you what is that one thing I understood, how I shifted my things, and what I did to apply it in my life and the result that it created for me. So make sure you watch till the end because this is really powerful. This is something I share with all of my clients, and it helps them click, make amazing shift, create amazing things in their life. The moment you understand that one thing and you apply what I'm gonna share in you in this video, is going to be a game changer. I know it because it has been a game changer for me in my own life. And so here's the thing. I'm gonna be using this whiteboard to explain this in a way that's simple for us to understand. I'm gonna go for blue. We are all here at the top seeking something, some form of result, some form of goal, some form of desire, whatever it is you're trying to create and manifest. You are here. I used to be here, and I used to have a lot of frustration because I wasn't getting what I wanted. Okay, I remember when I started being a coach, a hypnotherapist, and started my business, it was really hard. For 2.5 years, it was actually very difficult. I had to have another side job, to have a side income. I was working hard. I was buying courses and marketing and making funnels and doing all those things I was supposed to do. And I was seeing everybody who is amazing, 10K a month and more, and getting all these amazing results. And I was just starting to figure what the fuck is wrong with me? Why is everybody getting what they want and I'm not, right? So I had a lot of frustration, a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, because when you're in a situation like here where you struggle financially to get your business to the next level, and consistently you have all those big ups and downs, small wins, big wins, and then you're back to where you started, it puts a lot of pressure on you. And so this is where I used to be before I understood what I'm about to share. And the click for me happened when I read the book Cybernetic, and at the same time, soon after that, I read the book The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. Two phenomenal books that I strongly invite you to read. But in those books, they talk pretty much about the same thing, about the one thing that is the key to all the result, all the attraction, all the manifestation that you have in your life, or lack of in your life, all stem down from the same key. And so as I was starting to read that book, something clicked in me. And I started to realize, holy shit, I understand now why I'm not getting what I'm getting. And I understood actually why I keep on struggling, and why no amount of hard work and new, marketing course and funnel course and whatever other course were working for me. And so the moment I started to make those changes and apply what those books were saying, everything changed for me. My business started growing. I started attracting more clients. I rose my prices. I was able to manifest living in Thailand in an amazing condo at a ridiculous price, great relationship, more money than I ever made. It's amazing what you can do the moment you shift that one thing I'm about to tell you. So here, what a lot of people do, not wrong, but that are misguided, and why a lot of people end up struggling in this game and why things are not working. Because just like me, what I used to do when I was not getting my result is that I was thinking that I am not doing something, or that I'm doing something wrong, right? And that may be, visualizing, doing your gratitude, using any form of technique, or just taking the actions that you need to create the result. So personally in my business, I felt like I needed to generate more leads, I needed to message more people, I needed to create better marketing message, more videos, all these type of things. Yeah, and sometimes you do get results. When you take action, massive actions again and again and again, you're bound to have some form of different results. But what I started to notice working with a lot of people is that even though sometimes you do take action, often you cannot just stop at some point and you just revert to what you used to do. You don't build that momentum, you don't build that consistency, you don't build that habit. Or you don't even start because there's so much fear, so much anxiety, there's so much happening in your life that prevents you from taking action, doing the things that you need to do. And here is what people do next. And this is the biggest trap that I see in this day and age. It's people seeking the knowledge, yeah, or the skills, the understanding, that we allow them to do what they need to do and create the life that they want, manifest what they want. Just like you are right now watching this video, if you're here, it's because you want to get some form of knowledge, some form of understanding, something that will help you, enable you to get here and create what you want, whatever it is that you are after. And in this social media age where everything is readily available, we have so much information on so many platforms, we get hooked on information. There's an overload, there's an ocean of information, and we are here with our little bucket trying to absorb more, thinking that the more I know, the more I educate myself, the more I immerse myself in all of this, the faster I'm gonna get my result. And you see, the logic is good up to a certain point, because yes, getting that knowledge, just like when I picked up those 2 books and I read them, I had that click because of those 2 books. So it serves a massive purpose, but there is a point where it stops helping you and it starts actually giving you a disservice and it's starting to actually work against you. Because here's a question for you. How many of those type of videos have you been watching? How many hours, how much money, how many books have you spent listening to videos and podcasts and audiobooks and whatever is available for you to feel like, I'm gonna get what I need, that one thing to get there? And you've learned everything you need to know, maybe even more. Maybe you understand everything, or maybe depending on where you are on your journey, but let's say that you get more than enough knowledge. How often do you really apply the tools, the strategy, the techniques, the knowledge from those conversations, from those books, from those courses? How often do you really spend a month, 2, 3 months to really go deep and see what happens? If you're like most people I talk to, they barely ever apply anything from any of the videos. They just go on to the next one and the next shiny. It's like that shiny object syndrome. Or there's a attractive thumbnail here and a catchy titles and a 2 days, 24 minutes, 17 minutes, 7-second manifestation. I need it. And so we end up chasing something. And you know why? Because it is safe. It is comfortable. It is in your comfort zone, and you get that little high feeling like I'm doing something, I'm progressing, I'm changing, I'm transforming, I'm evolving. So your ego just get that little specialness, significance from seeking so much knowledge, but you're still not getting the result. And if you do those 2 steps and you're getting the result, amazing. But if you are not consistently getting what you want, if you're getting, like I used to do, some small wins here and there, sometimes a big win and then just go back to nothing. If you have that struggle and you're stagnating where you are most likely trapped here. But there's a deeper level, the level where I clicked. And this is the level I talk a lot in this channel because it is so important. This is something I talk with every single one of my clients. And this is what we can call the identity level. It's something I call also the self-image and self-concept. As Neville Goddard would use the term self-concept. Your identity is what is driving your behavior and what is creating your result. What is your identity? Your identity is your core deep belief about yourself and about the world. It is how you see yourself. It is the personality you created, and your personality creates your personal reality. So all those beliefs that you have absorbed ever since you were young, through all the experiences that you have in your life, has created this blueprint in your subconscious mind. And that blueprint is being objectified in your 3D reality through the behaviors you have, the decisions you have, through your energy, to your belief and mindset and sense of worthiness, what you feel like you can do, what is too expensive, how much you're worth, how much love is available. All these beliefs has created you, this I identity that you know yourself as being you. And so you see, all of this is deep inside your subconscious mind, and all of this is driving all your behavior, all your decision, even especially the subconscious one. And ultimately, it's drawing, creating, manifesting, perpetuating situation, attraction, and conditions in your life. And so a life is a reflection of your beliefs. But first we create our belief, or so to speak, the world creates our belief, because when we're young, we are just like sponges, and a lot of us carry beliefs from our childhood. So we create our beliefs, and then our belief create our life. We live what we believe until we break some of those beliefs, until we craft a new identity, a new personality, and then a new personal reality, meaning new result in your life. You see, the key to fundamentally transforming your life and having life as a mirror reflect different things to you is by changing your identity. And this is what those two books were saying. You know, Psycho-Cybernetic talks about the self-image, Power of Awareness talks about the self-concept, but it's the same thing. And so over the years, what I did is I started to study this concept, this identity, how to change it, how to transform it, how to reprogram the subconscious mind, how to become somebody who creates the result, the life that you truly desire. And that's what I did on myself. I started to work on my sense of worthiness, on my self-esteem, on who I was, seeing myself as a successful business owner, as a successful coach, helping others, financially successful. I started purging all those beliefs of lack and scarcity and all these other false concepts that I had attached to my old identity, and recreate a new identity. And what I started to do then is I started to attract opportunity. I started to take different action. I started to be inspired to do different things. And just like a Tetris, everything started to fall into place. It was not an overnight process, but it was a process that fundamentally changed the consistency and the level of the manifestation and creation and experience that I was creating in my life. And that's why this is so important to understand, is that it is your identity that is driving your reality and your result. And so if you're not getting what you want here, is because here at the identity level, at the deep subconscious level, you are not in alignment with the result that you want. And so the first step is to really identify where are you in your sense of identity, and notice, bring that self-awareness to notice how your beliefs right now are creating certain situation in your life. Notice that your level of income, your level of success, your relationship, your happiness, your sense of worthiness, all of these are not tied up to external conditions, but to your own identity, and that life is just acting as a mirror, reflecting that back to you so that you can see yourself in everything. That requires you to take responsibility for everything that happens in your life, and to see things through the lenses of what belief do I hold within my subconscious mind to be creating, perpetuating the situation again and again. What is life reflecting back to me that is within me, that I need to correct in my thinking, in my belief, in my subconscious mind, in order for me to go to the next level. See, this is the recreating part of you. So what I started to do is I started to become very aware of what is happening. And it's easy, because if you look at your result, if you really honestly look at your life result right now, it will show you your identity and your beliefs. And so I started to pay attention to my thoughts, to my words, to my imaginal act, and I started to notice weird things that were not in alignment with what I wanted. For example, one of the big things I noticed is how I was creating in my imagination the same images, the same mental movie, always feeling like, oh my God, I'm just gonna have enough, and just calculating how much money is gonna come in so that I can just have enough for this month. And it was very unconscious, and it was happening on the background, and I started to notice, wait a second, I'm constantly seeing my financial reality through the lenses of just having enough and how other things are expensive and I cannot afford this. And all those beliefs were why I was struggling financially. You see, I wanted more abundance, but my programming was only allowing me that much, just getting enough. And it was kind of weird because I always had enough, but I was never going to the level that I wanted. See, like a plateau, stagnating. So until I started to change those beliefs, but first becoming aware of them, right? Because what you don't see, what you don't know, you cannot change. So as I started to notice those beliefs in me, and I was starting to go through coaching and started to do some introspection work, it allowed me to start changing those beliefs, starting changing that self-image, started correcting those thoughts and beliefs, and ultimately it started changing what the mirror and what life was starting to bring back to me. And my income has been growing ever since, not by accident, not by luck, but simply because of applying this one most important rule, is that your life must be in alignment. You must be in alignment with what you want to experience. And you see, a lot of people are just hooked on shiny object syndrome. I want to manifest a bit money and SP and this one thing and this one thing, and they don't step back to ask themselves, what is the life I really want to create? Who do I really want to be? How do I really want to live? It's not just about getting that one thing, and then going back to the same thing. It's about who do you want to be? How do you want to live your life? And it's very crucial for two things. There's two key important things that I learned on my journey working with hundreds and hundreds of people. This is two very important key. Number one, your life is a reflection of your identity, right? So you gotta start designing your identity, who you need to be in order to create the life that you want. What kind of personality, what kind of belief, what kind of attitude, how do you show up, how do you talk, who are you? Almost like your personal brand, you need to redefine yourself. You need to start thinking greater about yourself, about your ability, about your skills. And this is practicing unlimited thinking. That's what I like to call it, okay? So you need to start brainstorming, redesigning, building that blueprint of the you 2.0 or 3.0 or 10.0, whatever you want to call it, but just having that new picture in your mind of the new person you want to be. That is going to then create the life that you want. Because if you cannot answer this question of one, what do I really want? And two, who do I need to be to create this life? You're going to struggle. And in the Bible, they say, the people who didn't have a vision, they will perish. So this is the first key. The second key is, and it's going to help you tremendously identifying who you need to be, is what I call getting things off the pedestal, breaking the idols, breaking all that shiny object syndrome. Let me explain that. What you really want here, whether it's car, success, money, big business, a nice partner, relationship, whatever it is that you may be seeking here. And I know, because I was seeking money, success, I was seeking material things, I was seeking all these kind of things associated with abundance and worthiness. And pay attention, this is so important. All those things that you want are a projection of what you think it will bring you. The qualities, the essence that it will bring you. Pay attention, this is so important. If here you want that success, you want that money, a certain amount, big car, whatever it is that you may want, ask yourself, what would that do for me? What is the essence? What is the quality that is in that thing, in that person, in that situation that I think it will bring me? And 99% of the time it's some form of emotion, some type of feeling. For example, money can represent feeling abundant or feeling secure or feeling free. For me, success, having the successful business, having clients, having things working out for me was just a need for feeling worthy, feeling important. Everything for me was pointing toward abundance and worthiness. And so I was trying very hard to get things there in order to get that feeling. And so subconsciously, because I had feelings of unworthiness and of lack, I was projecting on the external world what I think was needed for me to feel that. But this is the illusion, this is the ego game of when I get that thing, then I'll feel this way. When I get the money, then I feel worthy. When I get the success, then I feel worthy. When I get the money, then I feel abundant, then I feel secure, then I feel free, then everything's gonna be fine. But you know, through just looking at your life, that this never happens. Because you can get all those things and then you're back seeking more. So you gotta break the cycle of seeking. How? By noticing that the essence of the things you want is who you need to become. It's the thoughts, the belief, and the emotions that you need to start training and feeling and giving to yourself. As the Course in Miracles says, you are only lacking what you have not given to yourself. So when I started to feel worthy, when I started to feel abundant, before I even got it, I started to generate that abundance, that success, that prosperity. Because I started becoming abundant, worthy, and demonstrating abundance and worthiness in my life. Life started to reflect that back to me. And this is the key. Notice what you want to attract in your life, what you want to create, and ask yourself, why do you really want to create this? I'm going to make a special video on this one. I'm going to break down this a little bit longer. But this is so important. So this, in a nutshell, is how you manifest what you really, really want in your life, how you can turn your life around, have the breakthrough, the quantum leap. It all comes down to aligning your identity with the life that you want, and it will drive new creation in your life. So then the question is how? How do I shift my identity, right? And I've made a lot of videos on this channel. There's a lot of resources on visualization, affirmations, and tons of resources that you can go and watch and learn and apply, okay? But if you want something that will guarantee you to break through, to learn the information, the tools that you need, and allow you to implement that in your life, I have a program, the Better Life program, that is designed, engineered over 30 days. Every day for 30 days, you're gonna get a tool that you need to apply, that you need to create, that you need to bring into your life, that will bring you understanding, and that over 30 days will completely bring you the awareness of first what you want to create, and also completely transform your self-image, your identity, in order to become the person that needs to create the life that you want. This is a program available. The link is in the comments and in the description down below. It is one of the best investments you'll ever do, because as you go through that program, it is designed step by step to take you on this journey, to make you apply those tools, to make you change the way you think, to make you break those beliefs, to make you become aware of why are certain things perpetuating in your life, and then correcting those beliefs and start creating something new. So you can check down in the description below if you're interested, guys. All right. Now, this is for the question. I hope it made sense. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot about it. And as always, if you do enjoy this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Be well.